Alright, so in this video, I want to show you how much dividends I received for the month of April in my Questrade account only. Alright, so under Questrade, when you're in trading, you just click on trading and you go to accounts. Then you go to reports, account activity. And then I'm going to choose the month of April. So April 1st to April 30th. And you could already see that I've only received 5 different dividend payments. Then I'm going to deselect everything and just leave dividends. So for the month of April, you could see that I got $32 in dividends from Macy's, $16 from Dividend 15 Split Corp, $17 from Financial 15 Split Corp, $1.25 from HPC, that shouldn't even count, and $57 or almost $58 from New York Mortgage Trust, which I actually sold in April. So Macy's pays around 4% dividends per year, but I didn't even buy this stock for dividends. I bought it part of a covered call trade, but because I held it during or before ex-dividend date, then I got the payment for it. Now the only 2 stocks that I'm holding purposely for dividends is DFN.to and FTN.to. So right now, DFN.to, the yield is about 15%, and for me, FTN right now is about 20% per year. So these are the only 2 stocks that I'm holding for dividends, and they pay it monthly, so it's amazing. And New York Mortgage Trust, I used to own for dividends. I used to hold it for dividends, but I decided to let it go so I could use the money to place covered call trades, because I find that I can make more than 13% per year with covered call trades. So this was paying me 13% dividends per year. So in Canadian, that's about $152 in Canadian in dividends for the month of April, which is not bad, especially since that's not even my strategy. I'm not even looking for dividend stocks. My strategy is mostly writing covered calls, but in the process, some of these stocks do pay out dividends. And like I said, the only dividend stocks I own are FTN.to and DFN.to, which totals $33 together for the month of April. Alright, so in this video, I want to show you the amount of call premiums that I collected for the month of April, either call premiums or option premiums in general. So on the Questrade, I go to accounts, and then I'm going to go to reports, account activity. And then under the date range, of course, I'm going to choose April 1st to April 30th. I'm going to wait till it loads a bit, and I'll deselect everything, and I'm going to leave trades on. And of course, I'm going to export to Excel. It'll be much easier to manage this way. So I don't need the dates, I know it's for April. I'm going to convert the amounts to numbers, and I'm going to add a little formula just to convert the US to Canadian. I'm going to drag it and then convert to number as well. So now I'm going to filter on calls and puts only, because basically these are the options that I sold or bought. So call, and I'm going to go manually add in the puts. So I'm left with 92 trades. Now let's just go line over line quickly just to see which ones should be included. So American Airlines, that's fine. Ford, this was not part of my covered call trade, so I'm going to remove it. IMGN, that's fine. Macy's, that's fine. Sprint, that's fine. Bed Bath & Beyond is fine. CHK is fine. Micron, this is a negative amount. I bought back the option to sell the share, so this doesn't count. I'm going to remove it. Neo, Square, ALDX, same thing. I'm going to remove it because I bought it to sell it back, to sell the shares. Western Digital, that's fine. Google, fine. Tesla, so these were more iron condors. Bristol Myers is fine. EA is fine. Tesla, yep. Zillow, Teva, AMD, Disney. God, Disney's killing me. Disney's going to be a $400 loss. CVX is fine. Twitter I'm going to remove because it's also an option that I bought back just to close the trade and sell the shares on the market. This American Airlines as well. AMD as well, same thing, remove. Ford as well, I'm going to remove. This Ford here as well. Alright, so this is what I'm left with for the month of April in terms of option premiums collected. So the total in Canadian, as you can see here, is $7,379. So remember, these are just the option premiums that I collected. It doesn't mean that it's 100% profit, because if we take the example of Bristol Myers here, so yes, I collected for the month of April, I collected $40 in option premiums from Bristol Myers. But you have to remember that the underlying stock that I bought at $50 is trading at around $46. So I'm actually down almost 10% on the stock itself. But yes, if you just look at the option premiums, I collected $40. So some of these positions, yes, are completely profitable, but some, although I collected a nice option premium from it, but the stock itself is down probably 5 or 10%. Cars, for example, collected $125, but the stock is down almost 10% as well. But yeah, in total of just option premiums, it's about 7,300 Canadian for the month of April. So as you can see, this is why I prefer writing covered calls than just dividends. There was no way I'd be able to collect 7,000 in 1 month from dividends. But by selling option premiums, you're always extracting something from your positions. You don't have to, sometimes the stock moves horizontally. You might be better off holding the stock and selling it later at a higher rate of return, but because it doesn't happen right away, because it could take time, when you sell call premiums, even though you're collecting a small amount, but you're collecting it every month without having to care or wait for the stock to actually move. And even if the stock drops, you still collected something from it. So yeah, most of my positions, my stocks have dropped after I bought them, but I collected some decent premiums from it, as you could see. So most of my trades are covered call trades, but I also have some iron condor trades. So Google, for example, was an iron condor, but it's actually a losing trade. Tesla is an iron condor trade, but it's a profitable trade. And I have several iron condors on Tesla. Disney is a big time losing trade, almost $400 US. CVX was a small winner. Macy's, for example, was a covered call trade, but I bought the stock at around 24, I believe, 24.5, but the stock right now is trading under 23. So the stock itself is losing, so that's why I can't really say that this amount here is 100% profit, but it is call premiums that got deposited into my account. For the month of April, I added about 7,000 in Canadian to my account, but I also lost some value in the stocks that I'm holding. So probably that's why the whole account in general does not show a 7,000 increase, but I did receive an extra 7,000 to my account. Netflix was a profitable iron condor as well. Nvidia was also a profitable iron condor. So Square, $682 from Square, a nice amount from in call options. But I bought the stock at 75. It's trading at 66 right now. So as you can see, big difference. So I'm losing a lot on the stock, but I didn't sell, so it's not a confirmed loss. But I'm down easily 10% on the stock, even though I collected $682. So as long as I don't sell the stock, I don't care. But what matters to me is that I'm able to collect a decent premium every month from the stock that I'm holding. See, X here, United States Steel, is another bad example. The stock just keeps dropping. I bought it, I think it's trading right now at 15, and I bought it at 22. But I've been able to collect some decent, respectable call premiums. Apple is a bad one as well. Apple was a bad iron condor trade. It hasn't closed yet, so I don't know what's the final position, but hopefully I could just break even with Apple. So yeah, so these are the amounts of call premiums I received for the month of April. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. But as you could see from my previous videos, I started this in November. Probably collected around $400 in November. I think in December maybe $600. January maybe $700. And then February, I believe around $600-800. But I was taking big risks in February. I was buying these pharmaceutical companies that dropped 50% or more. So that's why my premiums were so high. And then in March, I think I collected around 5,500. Should be the last video. I think it's around 5,500. And now for the month of April, about 7,300 in call premiums. But it also includes some iron condor trades. And in fact, this amount could be higher if I didn't lose $400 on Disney. Actually, I didn't close Disney yet, so this amount is going to be lower because I lost $400 on. I'm gonna have to close the Disney trade by buying it back for $400 US. It's gonna be represented in May, so May might be a low month. And as always, if you can open an account with Questrade to trade on the stock market, use my referral code in the description below the video to get up to $250 back. And if you want to get my trades live, I can send alerts on my WhatsApp group for $10 a month. If you're interested, check out the link below. And if you still haven't done your taxes and you're looking for an accountant to do your taxes, don't hesitate to message me. Link will be provided below as well. Thanks for watching.